Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Las Palmas versus Real Madrid, match day 3 of La Liga. A very, very big game as Real Madrid 4 points out of 6. Depending on what happens with Barcelona tonight at the time of recording. Um, and obviously the rest that are going to be playing, because Real Madrid are going to be the last team playing this match day, and the next match day as well. It is going to be very interesting to see where the other teams are going to finish and are going to stand when we head into the international break, which is about 2 weeks. So it'll be very interesting. A couple of teams looking strong, a couple of teams looking like they're going to be up there, and a couple of teams that have looked slightly below expectations. I'm looking at Girona. I know they've lost so many decent players. Savio, Alex Garcia, Durfbeek, but that 3-0 defeat away at Atletico Madrid also shows that Atletico Madrid are going to definitely be a challenger for the league title. Barcelona looking very good. If I'm not wrong, at the time of recording, Villarreal lead the table from Celta Vigo, and both sides have just played, and Villarreal won an incredible game. So all is kicking off, everything's kicking off in La Liga. But for Real Madrid, the first game of the season against Mallorca, and then Las Palmas, we won't go through those again because the past is the past. But it's about moving and looking ahead. And I look at this Las Palmas game, which should be a winnable game. Real Madrid went there last season and won. Real Madrid, if I'm not wrong, away from home against Las Palmas, did not have Bellingham. Obviously, we didn't have Mbappe. This side that beat Las Palmas away last season was a weaker squad. So, you can't be telling me that all of a sudden Real Madrid are not going to be able to win. I think Real Madrid should be winning away at Las Palmas. It's not going to be comfortable, it's not going to be easy, but Real Madrid should be winning this game. And I will take a win. It could be a 1-goal win, it could be a last minute winner, whatever. A win is a win, and Real Madrid have to win. This is a big game. 4 points out of 6 is not perfect already, so you have to make sure you make up for that, in hopes that your Barcelonas and your Atletico Madrid eventually drop points. So right now it is very, very important that Real Madrid win this game, and I think that this is a good chance to do so. Let's have a look at how Las Palmas started their season, because I think that this is a very decent side. They are currently 13th, so I would say Las Palmas are probably one of the favorites to go down. Certainly you would expect them to go down, but based on how they performed last season, I think they finished at 10th. Or was it? No, they actually didn't even finish 10th. They finished 16th, which was still very good, but this is a side that I don't think will get relegated. I think that they will stay up. I think they will probably finish in 15th, 16th again. They will be there and thereabouts, but I don't think they'll go down. But they are a very good side. They've drawn one game, they've lost one game. They drew the opening game at home against Sevilla, and they lost away at Leganes, which is very interesting. So, I think home form, they will certainly be a side to look out for. In preseason, they went away to Anfield and got a draw, although it's preseason, so we're not going to get much into that. So, yeah, this team at home, at the stadium, we've been there before, it is going to be tough. I think it's very different to Mallorca, but it's similar, because I think that they are going to play a deep line low block, defend from the get-go, and if they have a couple of opportunities on the counter or with set pieces, which they occasionally get, they will make use of that. And that's what Mallorca did with the Merici goal that we considered, and I think that this is going to be very similar. And I think that this has to be a game where the likes of Vinicius Junior, the likes of Mbappe, the likes of Rodrigo finally have the connection that we haven't seen. Now look, I'm not saying that these players are selfish or don't pass or don't look or anything. In fact, Vinicius Junior in that game against Las Palmas, not Las Palmas, Real Valladolid, sorry, he was, making passes to Mbappe outside of the boot, Mbappe not clinical, missing, and the keeper making saves. But the main point is, every one of those attackers are on the left side. That's a big issue because the left wing is being hoarded by, and the right wing is empty. And occasionally you see Arda Güler having to cover on the right, you see Fede Valverde having to move to the right to cover, and what that does is it leaves Tchouaméni exposed because he has to do two-man job in the midfield alone. So Rodrigo has to stay there. If Rodrigo isn't there, Mbappe has to go across to the right. It doesn't matter if you want to play on the left, if you want to play in the middle, you have to do what's in the best interest for the team. And you have to help each other out. And you saw Arda Güler out there on the right alone. We saw Valverde there. Tchouaméni was alone in the middle sometimes because Valverde and Arda Güler probably had to move. So it is very, very important that these players don't all go to the left side. And what that does is they also get in each other's way. And someone has to be in the middle, surely. We saw Mbappe when he made the runs into the box. He had a couple of good opportunities. Obviously, he didn't score, but his time will come. And Endrick, when Endrick came on, he played centrally. He had the ball at the edge of the box, and he scored a good goal. He scored a very good goal. And it shows you that you don't have to be on the left or on the right to score. You can be down the middle and score good goals. So it is very important that these players in the attack, have fixed their problem. It's very important that they fix this problem that we have seen, which is a bit of a miscommunication, but also a lack of understanding between each other. And certainly the understanding, the growth of each other will definitely be there. I think that was not really the case for Bellingham, because Bellingham settled in really, really quickly last season because he knew his role and he knew what he had to do for the team. Now for Mbappe, that doesn't make him selfish, that doesn't make him a bad player, but he has to know. He has to do what Bellingham has done. Last season when Bellingham was playing in that 10/4 role, he was making late runs into the box, but he was also helping out defensively. Now, I don't expect Mbappe to track back all the way, but I expect him to know where he's supposed to be, which in this case is centrally. Of course, he can make moves to the left or to the right, but he has to stay centrally at all times. He has to be there. But my starting 11, I will go Courtois in goal. I'll go Mendy, who is back, over Fran Garcia, because in such a game, it's going to be very interesting to see what Ancelotti does here. Now, I think both Fran Garcia and both Mendy could work. I think Fran Garcia to open up such a defense is going to be crucial, but at the same time, if he gets dispossessed and the left side gets overloaded again, problems. Carvajal, Rudiger, Militao, stick it as it is. I thought Militao played a good game. Rudiger, pretty good. Although, didn't really give last season Rudiger vibes, if you know what I'm saying. Tchouaméni, the only DM we have, I still have full faith in him. Fede Valverde, I mean, what a player he is. A machine, a workhorse. He's got a beautiful free kick. Arda Güler, who looks very, very tiny here. I couldn't find a PNG image for him. Will be probably the player who plays in the midfield. Similarly, I think what will happen again He'll probably help move to the right hand side if needed, but then again, hopefully that doesn't happen a lot of times. I could see maybe a Luka Modric coming in potentially. Now with Bellingham, Camavinga both out, Modric could step in. I hope Denis Ceballos doesn't come in, so let's hope that that's the case. And the front line, Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo. Simple as. I think Brahim Diaz will make a big impact off the bench. Endrick might make a big impact off the bench as well. So certainly I'm looking at these players and I'm going, there's a pool of talented players, there's a pool of incredible squad players, team players. You have to go away to Las Palmas to win. Obviously Las Palmas have got some decent players. They've got Oliver McBurney, ex-Real Madrid player Marvin Park, Jesper Cillison, Jai Mata, Januzaj is there, Singraven's there, and a few other players as well. So they've got some very, very, very decent players in there. So hopefully Real Madrid get the job done. Score predictions. Look, I think that it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be straightforward. I'm going to go 2-1 Real Madrid. I'm going to go 2-1 Real Madrid. That was what the scoreline was last season. Because I do think that, you know, they will get a goal somehow. But I think Real Madrid will overcome that challenge. But let me know what thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the button if you did, subscribe to the channel if it's on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.